Hello, I'm Cindy from Boise Creative Living. I just want to show you a few things today. I try to use a lot of natural products. I'm not a total stickler on it, but it's good to avoid what chemicals you can that could be harmful. So I'll show you a few of my things that I make from scratch that I use, some beauty products, some cleaning products, and I'll show you in my little cubby here. It's some of the stuff I use every day. So if you're going to avoid chemicals in anything, avoid them in the stuff you're using every day, because this isn't that simple. One thing, toothpaste. Now I just started using this one that I really like. And I was trying some homemade concoctions and they were kind of harsh and abrasive, I think. At my age, you get some enamel loss and stuff you got to watch out for. And my age is actually, I'm 5 months away from being 60. So, especially when you're older, try to be as healthy as possible to slow that aging process down. So toothpaste is one thing, a very good place to start. Because the FDA lets some things be in it, saying you're not ingesting it, but you can swallow some of it. And also your mouth is full of mucous membranes that's where you absorb things from. That's why some like vitamin B12 drops you put under your tongue to absorb into your system, into your bloodstream. So yeah, what's safe in toothpaste then? Because obviously that's all over your mouth. So one of the things to avoid, there's several things in toothpaste to avoid. The triclosan, which is an antibiotic ingredient that a lot of people have probably heard of in hand soaps, in the antibacterial hand soaps and such, body washes. It's actually been banned now in soaps and body washes, but it's still allowed in your toothpaste, which is like, duh, of all places, it should be okay? No. If I can't use it on my hands, do I want it in my mouth? No. Another thing in toothpaste to avoid are SLS products, sodium lauryl sulfate. Now that does come under, there's a lot of other names that can be hidden under, so that's a good one to research, look online for all those other names it might be under, because it's too much for me to go into. I can't even pronounce half of them. So sodium lauryl sulfate is a foaming agent. It's also used, excuse me, it's also used as an insecticide. Do you want that in your toothpaste? No. I don't think I want that in any of my products I use. So avoid that. Another one to watch for in toothpaste is propylene glycol, which is it's a close relative to your car antifreeze. The glycol ending can tell you that. Yeah, they say it's safe, but yeah, antifreeze, I don't need that in my product. Sulfates you want to avoid in toothpaste and in other beauty products, so like hair products. It actually breaks down proteins. Now, I don't want to break down proteins in my mouth, because that can lead to canker sores, actually. It can cause irritation and lead to that. Hair products, your hair is made of protein. Don't use something on it that is going to damage it. And they use that for lathering, basically. The sulfates are used for lathering, making things seem sudsy. So that's in a lot of shampoo products. I actually use shampoo products. Let me grab one. The brand I use for shampoo, conditioner, it does not lather a lot, but it gets your hair clean, very clean. I buy some of these products at TJ Maxx. They usually they have an awesome beauty section with really good deals. You may not find the same product there twice, and when you find a good deal, grab it, stock up, because I worked at a TJ Maxx, and yeah, they get the best deals on products, but they may not get that deal again, so they may not stock that again for a while until they get another deal. But beauty products are great. There are a couple of my beauty products have like natural olive oil. This one has some blueberry extracts, and those were just odd items at TJ Maxx that I got deals on. Castor oil. I use that to take my eye makeup off, mascara. It's in a lot of the products that help your eyelashes grow, so avoid those and just buy castor oil. I just put it on with a Q-tip. It dissolves the mascara real quick and an eyeliner and other makeup. And I wipe it off, but I leave a little bit on for a while until I put my makeup on. Because I figure, yeah, at my age, we get older, we start, your hair is thinner, you're losing hair, you don't have as many eyelashes and eyebrows. I put it on my eyebrows too, just for that purpose. And I have a facial toner. I'll show you that. It's apple cider based, apple cider and witch hazel. It's a lavender cedar oil face toner. A couple other products I found. This is rosehip oil, and it has, how do you say that, tocopherol or something like that. I'm not good at pronouncing these. Tocopherol added is vitamin E. So that's not really a chemical you need to avoid. So I like products that are more of the pure ingredients. It's not fillers, because then I'm not wasting my money on petroleum products, which I try to avoid anyway. Because do you really want crude oil byproducts on your skin and face? No. So if you go for some of the natural oils, the rosehip oil is very good for your skin. I've used that for a long time. I don't use it every single day. I kind of mix things up. But then I found the Rosehip Plus, and that's what this is, Rosehip Plus. Rosehip Plus facial cleaner. So I got that. I really like it. It's like 88% organic ingredients. So yeah, toothpaste. Oh, toothpaste again. I'm avoiding fluoride because it's really toxic. And in controlled situations, like for your kids' teeth, the dentist puts fluoride treatments on. It's in a controlled environment. You know, they're kind of making sure their kids aren't swallowing the fluoride. Fluoride's so toxic, there's really not enough in toothpaste to even strengthen your teeth. So I'm avoiding that. My toothpaste has calcium and protein things added to it, which I figure is good for your mouth and can restore some tooth enamel possibly. So I'm getting like enamel loss, so I'm trying that to see how that works. So those are my main products and mainly what I'm using every day. Before my disclaimer here, we'll throw a disclaimer in. There's things, even natural, that can cause allergic reactions. So like castor oil is one they say to test. Make sure it's not going to cause you any allergies, any irritation. So we don't want that. There's also a natural ingredient I found out, carrageenan. Carrageenan is from a seaweed, and it's added as a thickener. But it's also found to cause some intestinal problems. Maybe associated with colon cancer. There's not a lot of proof on some of this stuff yet, but hey, better safe than sorry. And I don't need any intestinal issues. It's kind of a family thing where we all have some issues with that anyway. I don't eat eggs anymore because of that issue. Yeah, we won't get into that discussion. It's not pleasant. So, just a few things I'm trying to do to stay a little healthier, maybe delay the aging process. If you're healthier, your skin is going to be better, your cells are renewing more better. So, just a few things there you might try. It's pretty easy swap outs for your other products to try to go with some natural products. I'm going to show you a few clips of some of the homemade products I do use. My deodorant, we didn't talk about that yet, so I'll show you the ingredients. I don't use any of these aluminum containing deodorants. I have a spray that is based with an alcohol base, which you can use vodka or gin if you want to smell like gin. Actually, gin has a piney smell, so it's fresh. So I'll tell you about this, and I'll tell you about my face toner, and a couple other things further on in this video. So keep watching. it's possible I missed some ingredients there that you might want to avoid. So get online and look for the top ingredients to avoid in your beauty products and house cleaning products. And you might be surprised by what you have in your house, what you want to get rid of. But take a look at that. There's like 10 to 12 main items you want to avoid, main chemicals. So I find that's pretty interesting. I'm kind of new to this. I've just started really trying to be more natural with stuff like this in the last year. I'm kind of more concerned about my health. As many know, my husband passed away in March, so that really focused me on being more healthy. So I advise everybody, hey, it can't hurt and it's easy to do to fit some more natural stuff in your life. One natural product I like to make myself is a mixture I use to get wrinkles out of things. I put a little just witch hazel in here, and you can use whatever essential oil you like, but I do like a little peppermint. Just a few drops will do it. And that's it. Just regular water. You can use distilled water if you really want to, but I mix this up so often it doesn't ever get scaly or anything, and I've never noticed anything on the clothes. But it works on your bedding, your sheets. Put your sheets on and then spray this on and smooth it. Stuff I take out of the dryer, I spray after I hang it up. It gets the wrinkles out, you just smooth it. So it's a lot cheaper than those wrinkle removers you can buy in the stores, and much safer, much more natural. Just give them a good shake before you use them. You can use this to freshen up your pillows when you're not quite ready to throw them in the wash. And there you have it. It's dry now, or slightly damp. But it's a big improvement. There's still some wrinkles, but that's fine. My sheets wrinkle easy. They are California Design Den organic cotton sheets. So they do have wrinkles and such. But they're, as you can hear, they're a crispy sheet. They are so nice. And they're the percale weave instead of the sateen that you see a lot. I don't know if I can get really a good picture of that. But they're very crisp. They're just 300 count threads per inch. They are like the old-fashioned sheets that get softer with every wash. And I've only washed them a couple times so far, so they'll last a long time. Really nice stuff. I'll show you a picture of the packaging so you could look for that for yourself. I highly recommend, and they weren't insanely priced. Another product I highly recommend keeping in your kitchen. 100% pure lemon essential oil is great for taking labels off. I've had this soaking just maybe 5-10 minutes. It comes right off. I'm getting stuff ready to list on eBay. So I didn't want to soak this one in water because I don't want to destroy that label. But yeah, it comes off pretty cleanly. Now a paper towel will take off any residue. So it works on many stickers. It just takes them off really easy. And it also works on plastics that have scuff marks and things like that. Just put some of this on. Here's another test on my lemon essential oil as a label remover. We'll see how this works. It's on leather. Not too bad. Aha, end result. Little black shoe polish. Another product I make myself is a facial toner, and this bottle is one I just saved, and I actually looked at the label. It said 1974, and it had rose water in it. I've had it that long. But what is in this is actually some apple cider vinegar, witch hazel, a little lavender, and some cedar oil. And I just use the little cotton pads, and it cleans off any traces of gunk on your face, gets the oils off, tightens up your skin a bit and your pores. Works really nice. No, this is not a product to drink. This is a natural deodorant you can use. It tends to shrink the pores, you know, in your armpits and makes you sweat a little less, but it also disinfects and it gets rid of kills any germs or bacteria there under your arms. That is what makes you smell bad. And sometimes in Arizona weather, I might use this 2 or 3 times a day. But I'll use vodka or sometimes gin because I like the smell of gin in it. It doesn't smell like a drink. You can add lavender oil. You definitely need to add tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is the main effective ingredient in this. I like to add rosemary and lavender to it. So, could be vodka, could be gin. I usually prefer gin. Not in my drinks. I don't really drink this much. So just put it in a spray bottle. I just reused this one from something else. And one of my favorite cleaners uses a blend of oils they call the blend thieves oil. And I mixed up my recipe and put it in this little brown bottle. So that's my mixture of these different oils. There's a lot of, my recipe called for clove bud, but I have clove leaf oil and that worked just fine. Cinnamon bark oil, lemon oil, eucalyptus, and rosemary. And you mix that in a spray bottle. And I like to use a glass bottle. You don't have to, but have something gunky in there. Now, in addition to my mixture of the thieves oil, you add a little bit of witch hazel in water. Witch hazel, I think it's 20 drops of this, which I think is a dropper full, but it depends on your dropper. Just test your dropper out to see how many drops are in a full dropper. It'll save you time. And that smells so good when you're cleaning stuff. You get the cinnamon clove smell, and it's naturally disinfectant. Thieves oil is said to be good even on wounds and stuff. It helps fight even MRSA germs and some of the really bad stuff out there. So that thieves oil is something you can keep in your medicine cabinet also. And this is the basic recipe I follow. I just stick this in my little container with all my essential oils. And a little trick, some of my bottles get gunky. These aren't too bad yet. I had a lavender one that was really gunky all around the top, and you get the stuff on the top. And what works well to clean off that gunk, remember the lemon oil. Good for so many things. I'll show you a few other things I keep in my kitchen, food products that I've kind of tried to go a little more natural. I never used to spend the money on organic things, but as you garden and are using more of your own products, you realize the flavor is so much better. And what are they doing to our produce in the grocery stores, and what am I not getting enough nutrition? What ingredients could I use to get a better diet, be healthier? So in my cupboard, this is one product I've started using, the acacia fiber, and everybody could use more fiber in their lives, whether for diarrhea issues or constipation issues. This helps both, and it has an amazing amount of calcium in it. Calcium. You only need 1 heaping teaspoon a day for 110% of your calcium and 130% of your iron. But I told my sister about that, and she's using it. She puts a teaspoon in her coffee every day, and I put it in yogurt, or I sprinkle it on cereal and mix that in. Some of the other items I have, of course, oatmeal, quinoa, however you want to say that. I have some brown rice. I have chia seeds. Now that's another item you can add into things really easy, chia seeds. And you can also make a neat, like a pudding out of it, because the coating on the chia seeds swells up. And I made a really good one using pomegranate juice with my chia seeds. That was yummy. You can always throw a few of the seeds in there too. I have a lot of teas I drink now instead of just having coffee, although I still like my coffee sometimes. But I stocked up on green tea. I use the Amazon Prime subscribe and save a lot for some items like that that I'm going to repurchase, and I don't even have to think about it. I do like that service. And another thing I use a lot now is hemp seed. And that's another thing you can sprinkle on salads, cereal. I'll add it to all kinds of things. And you do refrigerate your hemp seeds. And I made a yummy bar here with quinoa, hemp, chia seeds in it, natural sugar stuff. That's another thing I use. I use agave syrup. I'm almost out of, but it makes a really nice sweetener. Honey's always good, but I always look for a deal on honey, and I haven't stocked up on that lately because it's expensive. So their agave syrup's a little more reasonably priced than honey. So there's a few things you can do to try to stay a little healthier. Not real hard to fit in your diet, especially the food items. With if you have cereal or yogurt in the morning, you can add that to them. You could add it to apple juice, sprinkle it on a bowl of fruit. So it's really easy to fit that in, and I find breakfast is one of the meals I can fit the most nutritious stuff into. Since I don't eat eggs, they don't agree with me, that makes room for all kinds of other healthy stuff. So I'm going to say goodbye and get busy here, because I'm going to, if you notice, what I have on the stove here is a new pressure cooker to be used for canning. And I have a lot of pumpkins and squash in the shed. It's in my water shed where there's 2,100 gallons of water in a big tank in my water shed. And that keeps the temperature in there from freezing. But I still want to get my pumpkins canned up so I don't have to worry about them going bad in there. So that's a project for today and probably a future video. So keep on joining me for more hopefully interesting stuff. Hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching. Goodbye from Cindy at Bosie Creative Living.